Welcome to Media Relations, What to Say. I'm Trainer Lori. What is media relations? It's, working with the media, who are professional journalists, to inform the public of you or your organization's mission, policies, and practices in a positive, consistent, and credible manner. It's preparation instead of fear when dealing with the media. So what do you never want to discuss? Write down that one hot topic you never want to have to discuss with the media, the one that you're afraid of most. Write it down on a piece of paper. Our goal is to create an appropriate and planned response in case you ever do get that question. Never say or put in writing what you don't want on the front page. This means email and texting too. So it sometimes feels like us versus them when we're talking about the media. So what is their job? It's to inform the public about newsworthy events in an overall effort to sell advertising. If we keep that in mind when we're working with the media, then it makes a lot more sense. Our job when we're communicating with the media is to provide news and information to our customers about topics which could affect them. In other words, to provide our spin on newsworthy topics, remembering that the media is an outlet to reach our customers or potential customers. What do they want? They want controversy. They want excitement. They want quotable quotes. They want to have a great first page that people will want to purchase. What we will give them is planned answers, inspiration, and quotable quotes. Here's a great tip. Work with others to create the quotable quotes that make sense and are inspiring. Never, never, never repeat their words, especially if you don't agree with them. Here's a tip. Richard Nixon is best remembered for a phrase he was trying to deny. I am not a crook. Remember when he said that? Maybe you've seen it in history. Well, what will you be remembered for? Make sure you don't say what you don't want repeated. Number 2, never get into a spitting contest with someone who buys ink by the barrel. Well, Mark Twain said it just a little bit differently, but the point is, if someone has the full media at their disposal, you do not want to try to get into an argument with them because they will win. They have more listeners than you do. Never, never, never say no comment. It sounds like you can't think of a better thing to say and that you're trying to hide something. It's better to say, I can't comment right now, or I'll comment as soon as I have all the details. Never, never, never lie or guess. You will be found out. And please, if you don't understand what being politically incorrect is, you should not be talking to the media. Always, always, always respond to a request before their deadline. Know what it is if you want to work with the media and meet those deadlines. Use positive language. I'll show you a list of words and you can see how it can vary from sounding negative to sounding positive. Know your response before answering. If you don't know, if you haven't thought it through, you shouldn't be talking to the media. Always visualize your audience when responding. Maybe you don't like the person you're talking to, the media, but if you think of them as your favorite customer, then you might be more inclined to say appropriate words. And remember, there is no off the record. A reporter's job is to take everything on the record, so don't expect them to keep something off the record. So how do we keep it positive? Well, you have to know the connotations. You can see aggressive, assertive, and confidence all essentially mean the same thing, but there's a slight variance in meaning. So the confidence sounds better than aggressive. Cheap, inexpensive, economical. Stubborn, firm, strong. Antiquated, traditional, time-honored. They all mean something that's happened for a long time, but you can see the connotation gets more positive as we move to the right. Reckless, daring, intrepid. Indoctrinate, instruct, coach. What are sound bites? They're short and simple, so we've got to make sure we keep it short and simple. I've seen so many people that are being interviewed and they have to be edited. You don't want to be edited, you want to edit yourself. So keep to 2 or 3 short sentences at a time when you respond. Use colorful nouns and action verbs. Please, nothing boring. Think of how to say it so that it sounds intriguing and interesting. But be clear and concise. Don't ramble, don't move on and on and on. Be clear and concise. Here's another great tip. Keep a file of positive responses complete with statistics and quotable quotes, and index them based on possible question topics so that you have them at the tip of your fingers. Remember, an interview is not a conversation. Plan your remarks ahead of time. Reporters need time to write, so allow gaps of silence. Don't feel like you have to say something if they're not saying something. Listen to a question fully and bridge to the answer you have prepared. You may need to reword your opinion to avoid controversy. If the reporter asks the same question again, repeat the same answer and smile. If the reporter asks again in a friendly manner, remind her that you've answered the question twice. Are there any more questions? Stay friendly. There is no need to fear. Plan it out, be prepared, write your response in advance, and then be prepared to give it when it's time. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.